Hello friends, happy Thursday. My name's Janna if you are new here to my channel, and welcome in. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today I thought it would be fun if we baked some cards instead of made some cards. Well, we're going to make some cards. Anyway, today I am using the Homemade Treats set, the bundle with the dies, which is so adorable. Look at the cookie sheet. And so I went ahead and I pre-stamped and die cut a bunch of pieces here, and I did make a sample card this morning. But I've got bases cut for a couple more cards. I kind of wanted to make each one different. And so I've got supplies out here, and I'm just going to kind of wing it. So bear with me. This is a red rubber cling mount stamp set. Stampin' Up! Is doing away with the red rubber, so pretty soon all there will be are the clear stamps. Just to let you know. Okay, so using those, and then I've got pecan pie card bases here. So that kind of goes along with the whole baking theme, doesn't it? Pecan pie. Hope you guys are having a great day. All right, so I have stamped my images out with real red, garden green, and pecan pie. And I cut a couple of cookie sheets out with silver cardstock. So those are ready to go. Now I've got this little package, which is a current package of paper. This, I think, is the only one that Stampin' Up! Came out with for this season in the 6x6. And besides the one package of snowflake Christmas paper, this is the only other one I bought. So I pulled out some other paper from past years. I pulled out the gingerbread and peppermint and the take a bow. This one they came out with a bow, a die to make bows. So I never know if it's supposed to be take a bow or take a bow. And then I also pulled out the wrapped in plaid. So these are all retired papers that I still have in my stash, and I have so much, so you know, it needs to get used to. But this package, Christmas Tags and More, comes with a bunch of die cuts. Let me pull them out so you can see. And this paper really does focus on actually kind of making Christmas tags. So you've got two pages each of these designs. So it would make it super simple to make Christmas tags with. I'm just noticing these cute bows on here. And of course you can make Christmas cards with these too, not just tags. And then in the papers, I just kind of divided mine out so those die cuts wouldn't fall apart. There's just some interesting things in here. There's, you know, little rectangles with designs, so you could totally cut those out and use them to decorate your cards or make tags. There's this piece, it's got this little swag on it, and this piece here. And then that one I think I showed you already. That's the back. I think you get, is it 6 of each? I think you get 6 of each. And then there's that plaid, and that's the back. So I kind of need to figure out, I also pulled out these new banner dies. Look at these that I got because I want to make one horizontal and one vertical. The one I made this morning is horizontal. But I thought it would be fun to make use of the banner. Let's just do that. I have not played with these yet. Look how big this folder is. Okay, I was kind of trying to measure and see which one of these dies would be the best fit. So let me, you gotta be careful with these thin dies when you're pulling them off the tape of the packages because you don't want to bend them. There we go. Let me see. This is going to be way too big after I went and pulled it all off. Okay. The next size down. See, I think that one will just fit, and then I still want to be able to see the card. Hi, Danita. Happy Thursday. Okay, so here we go. That's the right size. Ooh, that'll be cute, I think. So let's play with this. And let me pick a paper. So I'm going to grab this pack because that might be kind of, ooh, I think that would be cute. There's lots of pieces of these in here too. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Let's do that and see how this goes. Actually, let me do this, and I will snip some of this off to make it easier. Okay, I'm gonna run this through my machine real quick and I'll be right back. I better put another piece of tape on that because it's sliding, slip sliding. You know that song? Slip sliding away. Now it's gonna be in your head if you know it. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, that's cute, I think. And then let me just pull pieces out and see how much I can fit on here. Okay. So I'm just going to lay things out here and see how we might get this to work out. So it's kind of like we've pulled this we've cut the cookies. We've baked these cookies. And we've actually put the icing on the hat and the candy cane. And we've got this. Can I make this fit? I don't want to take away from the shape of the banner. I could put that over there maybe. Pull this up a little bit. This is the dough and our rolling pin. And then I think I still have room up there for maybe 'tis the season for baking. And I think I want to put a little piece across the top there, maybe. Okay, let's find another. What's on the back side? Oh, that's cute. This is the back side. Okay, so let me measure that and see. So it's just a little bit more. If I cut it to almost 4, I can snip off the extra, and let's do 3/4 of an inch. And almost to 4. Okay, so I'm going to slide these things off. Okay, that's going to be cute, I think. Trying to think of something to talk about while I'm doing this. What is your favorite dish for Thanksgiving? How about that? If you are on the chat, get on there and tell me what your favorite dish is for Thanksgiving, and do you make it, or is it something that somebody else makes? I don't know if I have a favorite. Okay, I think that looks kind of cute. We'll snip off this extra bit. Alrighty. Now then, let's go ahead and get it put on the card so that it's on there, and we can just start in with the decorating. So turkey is your favorite. My aunt, my mom makes it, but it's this rice dish that has white rice, sour cream, corn. Ooh, yummy. I've never heard of that, and it sounds wonderful. It doesn't sound weird to me. I think it sounds really good. My mom always made that fruit salad that was, okay, so it had sour cream. Sour cream was the dressing, and it was marshmallows, and sometimes white marshmallows got used, and sometimes the fruity multicolored ones were used. And then it had the smaller chunks of pineapple and mandarin oranges. Was that it? I think so. Marshmallows, pineapple, mandarin oranges. Oh no, coconut. Yeah, I love that salad. I haven't had it in a long time. My mom's not with us anymore, so, you know, I've made it over the years, but I haven't made it for a long time either. Okay, so we can get this put back on. So this is going to get glued flat. I love this little cookie sheet because you might have other stamps in your stash that have cookies. You could use this cookie sheet for too. Or you could use it as a tray. There's all kinds of food stamps. And you could make something like a charcuterie tray or something. Okay, so we're going to put that like that. Danita, I knew you were going to say the pumpkin pie. I know you love the pumpkin pie. Something I love that most people don't is mincemeat. And I had a couple of aunts back in the day that got together and they made homemade mincemeat with real meat. I do believe they used beef. Oh, darn it. Let me see if I can get that off. I know some people use venison, which I wouldn't like, but I believe they used beef. And then it's got that, you know, that mixed fruit kind of stuff, I think. I don't know. It's got a lot of raisins, but I know they put booze in it. I don't remember if it was brandy. I mean, it was so long ago. I don't know if it was brandy or what they put in it, but I just remember how wonderful it was. Like the best mincemeat I've ever had, ever. Well, since then, the only mincemeat I've ever had is the kind that's all fruit. Doesn't actually have meat in it. And of course, if you make your own pie crust, even better. Okay, so here's our cookies. If I can keep glue off the foil sheet, that would even be better. Okay, so cookies are ready. And our piping bag, I'm gonna pop it up. Whenever I'm using dimensionals or talking about popping things up, I can't help but think when I was with Fun Stamper's Journey, and it was always, when in doubt, pop it out. Sweet potatoes with brown sugar and marshmallows. Yep. That is, I have to say, that is one of my favorites too. Okay, let's see. We're gonna... No, I don't want that there because the glove, the mitt, is going to go up there, right? So maybe I'll just put it down here like that because I want the mitt. Or maybe I was putting the mitt over here. I guess that's what I was doing. Can I move this back? Can I get it off of here? We'll see. If it doesn't look good, I'll put it back on. Yay! Okay, so this is going to go back over here. There we go. And this I'm going to put dimensionals on. Danita, I was reading your comment. One year, I remember my uncle hit a deer and brought it home to my grandma, and she made tamales. I bet they were wonderful. I'm not a wild meat person, or whatever you want to call it. My family, they always hunted, and you know, there was always venison around. Not elk as much, but I just never cared for it. Let's see, the dough is going to go flat. I've got grandkids that absolutely love deviled eggs, and I better have them. And that's usually our grandson Ty. It's the first thing he asks for when the doors open. Did you make deviled eggs? Okay, so this is going up here. And we'll pop this up. Did I turn? I hope I left enough room for my greeting. I think I did. Typically, we have turkey, and I haven't been happy with the turkey for the last few years. One year, I had a terrible time trying to get it done. It just was like not getting done. Turkey rolls, and usually it's the Rhodes frozen rolls that you raise, and so that, mashed potatoes and gravy, the sweet potatoes, dressing, cranberry sauce. I love cranberry sauce. And then whatever salads. It's a lot of food. Okay, so there's that. Now then, I'm going to do 'Tis the Season for Baking. What color do I want to do the greeting? I tell you, sometimes I make deviled eggs just to make deviled eggs. I get so hungry for them, so I'll just boil up a few of them, maybe even 2 or 3, and just make some deviled eggs. Why not? One year my mom made, found this recipe called, and they were Mexican deviled eggs. They had cheese. What all did they have? They must have had a little hot sauce or something in them. They were quite different, good, but I still like the, you know, just the regular deviled eggs. But they were good. They were different. Oh, I didn't wet my spongy cleaner, so I guess I will get this one out and use my spritz and clean my stamp on this. Yep, egg salad is good too. Okay, so here is this. And what I am gonna do is I am going to do this. I have to say I've got a pretty good start on Christmas cards after going to that Stamp-A-Stack on Saturday, because we made 11 cards there, plus the ones that I've been doing lately on my videos and stuff. And I made some earlier on when some of the Christmas stuff came out. So, got a pretty good start, I think. Seems like each year I don't send quite as many as I did the year before, maybe. Or maybe I send more, I don't know. I send them until there's like no more left to send. And some cards that get made are too dimensional. So even though they're super cute or whatever, it's like, oh, I have to put extra stamps on them, or, you know, whatever. They're so fussy at the post office anymore. It's like, so anymore, if they're cards I'm going to be sending in the mail, I try to make them not bumpy and as flat as possible. Okay, here we go. 'Tis the season for baking. And do I want it straight? Do I want it? I kind of like it like that, but it definitely needs to be popped up. Where's my, here they are. Ooh, I think I need to get a little one. Where's my little ones? Here they are. And I better put another one up there. Okay, so pop that right there. Cute. And where's my peppermints? We're going to put some peppermints on here. These peppermints are in 3 sizes on the sheet. Ooh, let's put one down here. We'll put the big one down there. And a medium one. There. And a small one. You're supposed to kind of do them in triangles. I'm really wanting to put one in here though. I think we'll put one in here. Cute. I think it's cute. Okay, let me put a white paper on the inside. And I didn't put any, I don't have any greetings out here, I don't think. I might. Let me see what I have sitting out here for the inside. And actually, before I put it in there, if I'm going to stamp something on it, I'm going to set it there in case I mess up. Let's see what we have sitting here. We've got the gingerbread man, sugar and spice and everything nice. No. I've got this older set that probably has something on it. Let me see what else I have. What's on here? Wishing you the sweetest Christmas. 'Tis the season for baking. Wishing you the sweetest Christmas. Okay, I like that. And this is from the Jar of Joy. This is current. And here is that sentiment. And that is a clear stamp, so I probably should put my mat under here. You can put the whole thing up there like that. Okay, and then there's some confetti kind of stuff in here. Yeah, right here. Let's take this back off of that block. And put this on it and get the green. So garden green. Cute. Yeah, I like that. That is cute. Let me put some of this stuff away so I'm not too confused when I get ready to do the next card. Okay, let's get this put in here. And since I stamped that confetti, I'm not going to add any extra little decorative paper inside here. Okay, I think that's pretty cute. Here's the first one I made, and then I'm going to make one more. So this is using that new paper, the, where did it go in the pile over here? Here it is. The one that you can make Christmas tags and stuff with, the Christmas tags and more. All right, so we've got those two, and let's do one more. So I'm going to do that like that. And why do I have so many pairs of scissors and stuff sitting here? So I'm going to cut this down to 5 1/4 by 4. And then I want another little strip down here like I did I don't know if there's anything in here that would be quite right. I might go back to this, because on my first card, see, I did this piece down here to kind of give the illusion of maybe a tabletop or something, counter, whatever. And that I cut off of here. That strip is too narrow, but let me find, oh, here's, let's see what this would look like. This one's got a piece of, oh, and it's got the same sort of diamond shape. Yay, let's go with that. I've been trying to be a little quicker on deciding things because I'm telling you what, I can look at things, not during a video, but I can ponder and ponder and ponder over things, and I take way too long trying to make a decision about what I want. And I thought, okay, I need to quit doing that. I need to give myself a couple of choices, pick one, go with it. And so that's what I've been trying to do lately, is just not make it so hard on myself and take so long, because I tell you, it can take me all day to make a couple of cards sometimes. Okay, so that kind of matches good. I kind of like how that goes. All right, so let me just see if I can snip the extra off. I know I could have measured it and cut it, but I just like to make sure that it's going to not be short. That looks pretty good right there, so let's go with it and hope for the best. And maybe I'll set that aside in case I want to put it on the inside. All right, let me just put some glue on here. Sometimes I use glue, sometimes I use my ATG gun. Whatever feels right at the moment, that's what I go with. Okay, there we go with that. And let's get this on here. What do you know? Okay. Did I get it on there? I can't see it. Yep. Okay, there's that. Let's get all the parts and pieces out here. I should do it different than I did my first one. Okay, so let's put the cookie sheet over here. I'm not going to make it completely different, but you know, it needs to be a little different. I don't want them the same. I cut out extra gingerbread men in case I wanted them. I could always glue one to the inside. That would be cute. Do I have all my pieces? Yeah, I cut out a lot of extra gingerbread men. Okay, so the cookie sheets. So we know that these want to go or need to be up there. So we'll do the candy cane on that side this time. And that looks cute. And This is going to go there. And that could go there. I don't know. The greeting needs to go up there, I think. Let's see here. Here I go, pondering again. Okay, we've got the dough. Maybe turn it. My fingernails are getting in the way today for some reason. I think we need some flour sprinkled around on here. If this were in my kitchen, there would be flour. There would be flour. All right, so I don't know if I'm going to leave it like that, but just trying to make things a little different. I think it's getting too bunched up. Too bunched up. Yeah, I don't like that. No likey. It's going to have to go over here. And the rolling pin. Maybe we can move this over a little bit. Put the piping bag like that. We'll put the mitt like that. And we'll get the greeting in there somehow. Okay. Let's glue this down. We'll see how it turns out. We shall see. I bent my cookie sheet. I hope it didn't leave a crease on the front. Okay, so there we go. It's okay. All right, now then, come here, little gingerbread man. There's that. And oh my goodness. Okay, let's just get the dimensionals on the back of these, and then we'll decide how to put them on there. I've got my little ones sitting right there. I don't know why I'm going to the trouble of cutting these in half. Silly me. All right. Okay. Here we go. I always put the piping bag up here and the mitt down here, but that would be red on red, so maybe we better just go with this. And so let's put the mitt up here. And then the greeting could go in there. Okay, so we'll put the mitt like that, and then that leaves room for the greeting there. And the piping bag we'll do down here, the rolling pin there. Oh, I took the tape off of it, or the cover, so there we go. All right, now then, is there room for the other greeting? Let's see. It's beginning to look or taste like Christmas. Well, we'll just try it. And I think I'm gonna do it in green this time, since we've got that red going on the paper. I hear my little toddy boy whining at the gate. They haven't had any lap time today. So we have YouTube TV for our cable or whatever. And so if you have YouTube TV, you already know this, but there's been a big contract dispute between, who is it? Google, and who owns YouTube? Is it Google? And Disney. So we haven't had ABC for, I think, 2 weeks now. And like whatever, ESPN for the sports, and some of the Disney channels that I don't even watch, but ABC I watch, and I like the Bachelor shows. Okay, I know they're silly, but I like to watch them. And so since we don't have ABC, then it streams or whatever on Hulu, but not till the next day. Okay, that's gonna fit. And so Bachelor was on last night, and I can't watch it until tonight. And so I'm scrolling down the internet, and sure enough, I didn't even think about it. It pops up saying who he picked because it's the finale, and it's like, oh, I didn't want to know that. I didn't want to see that. So now I know who he picks. It won't be a surprise. I'm still going to watch it. But it's like, dang. It's beginning to taste like Christmas. Okay, now we need our peppermints. They just give it the jazz, I think. All right. I'll put that one there. Maybe up here. And here. And then it's beginning to taste like Christmas. 'Tis the season for baking. That might be cute on the inside. I think we'll just go with it. And then let me get my confetti back in here, and I'll sprinkle, or my sprinkles. They're sprinkles, not confetti. I'll do those in red this time. So cute. I'm going to have to do another one for that first card I made earlier this morning because I didn't put anything on the inside of it yet. So I'm still reading out of the little book of Zen for our story time. We'll do a few pages of that. I think I'll pop a little gingerbread man in there. Cute. Should we do the same in this one? Let me see. Why not? And then when I do the inside of the other one, I'll pop one in that one too. This side, this side. There we go. 3 more Christmas cards done. Yay! Really, once you get all your die cutting stuff done and you can just sit down and put your cards together like this, it makes it so quick. Yeah, okay. A little book of Zen. The mind should be nowhere in particular. Atop a 100-foot pole, how do you step forward? Ooh, that's an interesting question. Ooh, that's a cool picture. To win 100 victories in 100 battles is not the highest skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the highest skill. We shape clay into a pot, but it is the emptiness inside that holds whatever we want. Blow and you can extinguish a fire. Blow and you can make a fire. Well, that's true. Never thought about it like that before. Let not the fruit of action be your motive to action. Your business is with action alone, not with the fruit of action. In walking, just walk. In sitting, just sit. Above all, don't wobble. No suffering befalls the man who calls nothing his own. I'm going to stop right there, you guys, and I do want to let you know that next Thursday I will be setting up for the bazaar I'm participating in, so I won't have a video for you next Thursday. Yeah, so that's where I will be. I will probably video around the bazaar and stuff like that, and I'll pop that on. So if you're interested in taking a look at that and seeing my table set up and my friend Danita's table set up and that stuff, then yeah, be watching for that, and I'll pop that on for you. Okay, I hope you like these fun little baking cards today, and I hope you have a great weekend and a great week next week. And I will see you soon on my next video. Take care and happy crafting. Thanks for being here, you guys. Please give me a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. And yeah, ta-ta. Bye-bye.